Well, some Valley residents say they put their trust in a licensed construction company. Now they regret it.
That's because they handed over a significant amount of money up front, and then they say they got very little for their money. Here's 300 Sides' Gary Harper.
The amount of money we're talking about is huge, right around $200,000. The victims in this case all tell 300 Side they want to know exactly where all that money went.
And they took all the stucco and foam off these exterior walls.
Ann Heil says her unfinished remodeling project has been a disaster.
This here, if you look, this is like the cable, but right here, that's drywall into the bedroom. So anybody could just bust right through here and get into the house.
Last June, Ann hired a licensed company called American Home Construction to enclose her carport. It's run by Jesse Jackson, a guy Ann says she unfortunately knows all too well.
Well, this is Jesse Jackson with American Home Construction.
According to Ann, she paid Jackson and the company just over $5,000 way back in June to get the carport enclosure started. But after doing a small amount of work, she says Jesse Jackson abandoned the job and kept the money. And she's not the only one upset.
This is an exam room, this is an exam room.
Marlene Hansey is a Valley veterinarian. She hired Jackson and American Home Construction to build a new vet office. The cost, just over $35,000. And Marlene says Jesse Jackson demanded half of the amount up front. After getting a check for more than $17,000, well, Jesse Jackson, he didn't do much. He did return one time and framed out a small area like this. But after this, he never came back. With the job abandoned, Marlene says she can't open, and as a result, she's losing business.
Gave him the deposit in August, on August 9th, and it was supposed to be a 3 to 4 week project. I was planning on opening by September 15th.
300 Side got involved and discovered a half dozen people have filed similar complaints with the Arizona Registrar of Contractors regarding American Home Construction. The total amount the homeowners say they're out is just over $200,000. As a result, the contracting agency immediately suspended American Home Construction's 2 licenses while it investigates. So what kind of explanation does Jesse Jackson and American Home Construction have for taking money and walking off jobs? He ignored 300 Side's emails and phone calls, so we went to his Mesa home where 2 people who identified themselves as Jesse Jackson's parents said this about the allegations.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Ridiculous?
After our visit, Jesse Jackson's attorney contacted 300 Side, telling us over the phone that his client is not a fraud and that Jackson is fully cooperating with the Registrar of Contractors investigation. He also said that Jackson may have simply taken on too many projects too fast, but consumers like Marlene and Ann say they're not buying it.
You know, I allocated so much money to do this business. It's really been a nightmare.
It makes me feel ill every time I come out here or every time I drive in the driveway. It's like, wow, I can't believe I made such a mistake.
The silver lining here is that most of these victims will probably get their money back through the Arizona Registrar of Contractors Recovery Fund. That's because the company in this story, they were licensed. Now that's why I always tell consumers to always use a licensed company, because if something goes wrong, like it did here, then you stand a good chance of getting your money back. I'm Gary Harper, 3 on your Side.